Hello everyone and welcome to Orange University. On tonight's episode, the first episode of Avatar, we've already broke standard. So we got a new card from Avatar, The Last Airbender, the Beifong's Bounty Hunter. This card is just insane. I can't believe they printed this. Whenever a non-land creature you control, whenever a non-land creature you control dies, Earthbend X, where X is its creature power. It's just so stupid. This is whenever. It's not only one time, which means that whenever any one of our creatures die, we turn a land into a creature. And when our land creature dies, it just comes back as a land. Well, I wonder if a land dies or a land creature dies and comes back as a land. Can that do anything? Well, what if we just trigger a Bloodghast? The Bloodghast is a creature that can come in, and when it dies, it triggers Beifong. And then when it triggers Beifong, we can make a land into a creature, which then it dies, it brings the Bloodghast back. It's an infinite loop with just these two cards and a sack outlet and a land. Well, I don't even know. I'm speechless at how insane that could be. So with just that combo, we can infinitely chain any land, any ETB. Well, guess what? We can infinite chain using Umbral Collar Zealot, right? Umbral Collar Zealot just says sack another creature or artifact and surveil one. And this also surveils. So that means by going through this combo, we can dump our entire deck into the graveyard and bring back any one land infinite times. But what if we have a Festering Gulch? Then it just deal 1 damage to our opponent each time it comes in and kills them. So that's it. That's the whole idea of the deck. It's very easy to do. Well, the way to get that to happen rather, is to just have a lot of self-mill, so we can use cards like Dredger's Inside, Overlord the Balmerk to mill cards into our graveyard, bring things back with Lively Dirge, or just, Overlord the Graveyard. We also got a new card, or Overlord the Balmerk. We also got a new card in Foggy Swamp Vision. It's a 3 mana and Waterbend X, and an exile X target creature card from graveyards. Just graveyards, any graveyard. For each creature exiled this way, create a token as a copy of it, and you exile the end step. What? So if our opponent's doing some crazy Cabaret combo, you can Foggy Swamp their combo and just kill them that way. Using your cards, not their cards. We can exile their creatures, and more than one, right? You can just exile all of them, they come into play on your control, and then they just go away, but their creatures already exiled. It doesn't just cost X. It's Waterbend X. So you can Foggy Swamp Vision and just tap our, Bloodghast or Useless on board, Agatha Soul Cauldron. We can even tap the food that we get from Scavenger's Talon. All around, an insane and amazing deck. We also got Badgermole Cub from Avatar, which is a mythic, to be fair, but is another insanely broken card. 2 mana, 2/2. That says whenever this creature enters, we get Earthbend 1, so we can turn a land into a creature, but that land also taps for mana. And whenever you tap a creature for mana, you get an additional green. So all of a sudden, all of our lands that got turned into a creature adds an extra green, and our Llanowar Elves adds another green. So we can just go off very early by having that kind of ramp. So let's talk about the whole deck list. In turn 1, we got 4 Llanowar Elf and 4 Scavenger's Talent. Of course, we want to play Llanowar Elf, but falling short of that, we can still Scavenger's Talent and just, make sure that we get those food tokens whenever we sack. And at level 2, the infinite cycle of Bloodghast and land can also mill out our opponent, which is insane. So right there, we already have the end game combo starting with turn 1. Starting at turn 1. Not finishing, but starting at turn 1. Turn 2, here's where a lot of things come off. We have Badgermole Cub, which help us ramp, right? That's probably the best card to play on turn. Maybe not 2, unless you got Llanowar Elf. If you have Llanowar Elf, you can play Badgermole Cub on turn 2, and turn 1 of the lands to add an extra mana. So turn 2, you get a total of 4 mana to play with. Very strong. But if you don't have Llanowar Elf, you don't want to throw out Badgermole Cub right away because, well, you don't actually get a ramp. Since you have to tap 2 lands to play it, you don't get the ability because the land that you Earthbend is already tapped, right? So this might be a turn 3 play, but it is a 2 mana play. A lot of other 2 mana plays you can do. 4 Dredger's Insight, 4 Overlord of Balmerk, 4 Umbral Collar Zealot. Those are all viable turn 2 plays. You don't want to play the Bloodghast almost ever. You want to mill that. You could play on turn 2 if you have nothing else to do, but you want to mill that. We do have 1 Agatha Soul Cauldron, which catches a lot of combo decks off guard, and we have that Lively Dirge, which is not a 2-drop, so don't look at it as a 2-drop, right? So these are turn 2/2-drop plays. Turn 2, you could play the Badgermole, given that you have Llanowar Elf. Then turn 3, we have our Sephiroth, or if you have a few creatures on board and you already mill some into the graveyard, you can start doing the Foggy Swamp Vision right away. Turn 4, we have Beifong Bounty Hunter, and we win with that. But you can also Foggy Swamp Vision the Beifong on turn 3 and win there as well. So this is potentially a turn 3 win, which is just insane that you can do that. We also have Lively Dirge, which could be a 4 or 5 mana play. You can play it for 3 mana to basically entomb. You can play it for 4 mana, basically a reanimating target, or, you know, a zombify. You can zombify any card in this deck, right? Everything costs 4 or less, so you can zombify any card in this deck. And then, or we can actually zombify 2 cards, right? You can bring back, let's say, Sephiroth with Llanowar Elf. You can bring back Badgermole with Llanowar Elf. You can bring back Badgermole with Umbral Collar Zealot. For 4 mana, that's insane. And then for 5 mana, you can entomb and zombify together. So that's a good card to combo. And of course, Bloodghast, something that we don't want to hard cast, but we definitely want to mill, and we can mill it easily. We got 8 mill cards in just Dredger and Overlord. And then we also have other incidental mills, like here, the Scavenger's Talon. We can mill ourselves. We level 2 it, and we can Umbral Collar Zealot Surveil, which can then mill it. Right, so those are a lot of incidental mills that we can do. And in our land base, we got 5 swamps, 2 forests, and 4 Blooming Marsh, 4 Wasteful Verge. I want to make sure I can activate a Verge, so I also have 4 Multiversal Passage. A lot of times you want a Passage on black, because the Badgermole could make it green as well, as long as we can turn it into a land. I don't like Passage as much as being able to have Overgrown Tomb, but it's not in standard yet, so that's why it's in the deck. And then 1 Festering Gulch. I see some decks run 4. I don't agree with that. This deck is very fast, very early, so I want to make sure I have untapped lands. And since our combo requires a Zealot, it will always allow us to surveil our entire deck no matter what. And that means that we can always get to the Gulch, right? And we can always get to the Gulch from our deck, and we only need 1 to infinitely chain and win the game. So you don't need to have more than 1 Gulch. And that's the whole idea of the deck. Now let's go into the games. Alright, our opponent is Mew. Hello. Look right here where the arrow's pointing. We go first. Alright, well, I love a go first. That's Llanowar Elves. Hit up. See if we can get some infinite going. Authority. Oh, that's gonna cancel a lot of the stuff I'm gonna do. Well, here is first an Overlord. I guess we get an Umbral Collar Zealot here. And then we'll play a Verge in the fast turn. It's really all we can do right now, but maybe as time goes on, we get better stuff. So, first we Dredge. Then we'll return, I guess, another Zealot. Then we will play the Zealot. This will not be black. This will be black. You gain that life. You enjoy that life. They have blue. Oh boy. That's not very fun. Facing a control river churn. Are you gonna mill me, dude? Alright. I guess please do. This is not great, huh? Yeah, we'll hit you for 1. Take that. I hope it hurts. Alright. Would they have like a... No, I don't know. Let's put out the Zealot anyways. I'm crazy. Gain the life. Is he going to mill me? He's going to mill himself. He's going to mill both. No, just me. Okay. You got... Oh no, my Badgermole. Can't mill the important cards, but can't mill a Badgermole. No lands, huh? I'll take that. All I got is lands. And attacks. We're getting damage in. Here's a Blooming Marsh. And our Overlord is coming. It's gonna mill me again. I'm down to... Okay. Not gonna get the combo going, but we'll attack him through, because he has no lands. Dirge. He's got 3 lands. Let's attack and see what he does with it. I don't... This is 6, right? This will be 7. Just do this. Oh, he's gonna flank. Is he gonna exile my graveyard? Because I got nothing. He's gonna exile my graveyard. I gain 1 life. Right now I have nothing in the graveyard, so I don't really actually care. Is he gonna block too? He's down to 6. So now we can dirge. I think we dirge. Do we win if we dirge? Hold on a second. Do we win if we dirge? I don't think so. Actually, yes. So here's how it works. Return up to... Actually, no. Huh. I don't think we win. So what I want to do is I want to hit Beifong. And I want to return Beifong back to the board. Yeah, I don't think we win until we can get the our little friend, the Bloodghast. Alright, he's not doing anything. Does that mean he's dead? I don't think there's an exile target attacker, is there? I mean, this is a lot of damage too. Okay, let's just go for it. What version of block do you have? We do know a Bloodghast. Let's get another Zealot back. Here's another flanker. Okay, he's gonna exile my graveyard again. And he's gonna gain 2 life. And he blocks, and it goes down to 2. Right? Okay, so this means now I play a land. Take action. Whenever a non-creature you control dies, so I can sack the Bloodghast, Earthbend to Festering Gulch. I mean, yeah, it's fine. No, it's GG. I mean, I could have keep sacking it, but it just deals 1 damage and it gains 2 life because of authority. We still got there because he was mana screwed, so I'll take it. Alright, our opponent is Austin Sparky 2128. The Ambitious. That is a very long name. He is very ambitious. Alright, our opponent's going first. And we got... I don't know. It's a pretty bad hand. Let's hope we get somewhere with it. Deal 1 damage champ. Our only tap land in the deck. They're like, oh, well, how about you draw in turn 1? I shot him. And he's okay with it. So, now what do we do? I feel like he's got something held up, right? The Bloodghast. He didn't have a counter spell. Maybe he has a kill spell for my Bloodghast. Okay. We're gonna get Soul Cauldron here just to stop his reanimation shenanigans. I'm mana screwed. That's what I get for keeping 3 lands. We're keeping 2 lands and a Llanowar Elves, but hey, you know what? We'll make it work. Put 2 of them in your hand and rest into your graveyard. That's a pretty good card. But he tapped out, which means my Llanowar Elf can come in. Alright, let's get rid of some cards, shall we? Cool. Do we still Llanowar Elf here? Do we Sephiroth? I think we still Llanowar Elf here. We need the extra mana. Destroy target permanent. Probably my Soul Cauldron. It's the only one that makes sense. But, in response, I will remove his other thing. Put it on the Bloodghast. Oh no! Alright, double Bloodghast. I don't have a sack outlet right now. So, do we just bring out the Sephiroth? Do we take the Beifong? Whenever one of our creature dies. This is more on curve. Right, I don't have a creature that's dying this turn, so there. Reveals 3 lands. Music to my ears. Probably has another Awaken. Oh, Esper Origin. I mean, Esper Origin doesn't do much right now. Because he needs 2 turns for the second Esper Origin. He definitely has, you know, ways to just Bitter Triumph me. Now he's Scholar. Alright, there's gonna be big reanimation target coming. Oh yeah. Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. Actually, does this win? I think it does. I guess we gotta find out, right? I think it should. You like reanimation? Well, I'll have all the reanimations in the world. No 2 cards. And I'm gonna Earthbend this Festering Gulch. Nah, keep this Gulch. Sacking this Festering Gulch, which will come in. No 2 cards. Oh look, Bloodghast. What are you doing here? I would like to take action. Then I'm gonna sack my Bloodghast. Now GG him. No 2, please. Let me Earthbend. Shoot you for 2. This is very click intensive, I guess. No 2 more. I want to auto trigger, but every time I said auto trigger, I would like get wrecked. So I'm just gonna do this 10 times. It will mill out most of his deck, and I would shoot 10 damage to him because of this. Actually, no, I think it mills like 40 cards from his deck because I had to sack 2 things to deal 1 damage, and it mills 4 cards, right? Thank you, Beifong Bounty Hunter. Totally a fair card. No 2 more. We get our mulch. No 2 more. Yes. Infinite Combo in Standard. Who would have thought? When Standard is, you know, 19 sets in there or something, you can get an Infinite Combo this easily. No 2. Sack the mulch. No 2. It came in. 1 damage. I wish the sack outlet didn't say Surveil 1 right now, because this Surveil is making this take forever. You're getting Earthbended. Earthbend is not a good ability. Not that it's not, you know, broken. It's not a good ability in design because it's just so good. It takes a land and turns it into a creature, but it also then turns it back into a land. It's crazy. Like, do you have any idea how long this will take? Wow, okay. Our opponent is staying in the game. You know, I guess props to him to see how this ends, but I can literally mill out his whole deck. And even if I mess up right now, I think I can sack enough to mill out the rest of his 7 cards. No. 1 damage. I'll take action. Yes. You like reanimating? You like putting stuff in the graveyard? Well, let me help you with that. Huh? You're welcome. And more. More and more. Bloodghast. Land. Let's sack this Moach. So, yeah, even if I don't mill him out, the Moach would have killed him by dealing 1 damage at a time. But we will just mill him out as well, which is insane. Land. Sorry, not Moach. Gulch. You can just leave. Your deck is gone. But he insists that I deal the damage to him. You know what? I'm not gonna let him draw to death. I will kill him with the Gulch damage. Wait, do I? No. Let's do this damage. If I attack, will he block? Is he still in the game? Oh, that was a mistake. I should have just sacked. Yeah, I gave him a priority. My bad, guys. I didn't want to give him priority. I mean, he stayed in the game for some reason. Oh, look at his whole deck. Right? This guy's still playing this deck. Just never gonna give it up. I gave him 2 clocks. That was my mistake. Oh, man. I got a little too cavalier and wanted to troll him by attacking, because, I mean, I don't know what he's doing. He probably saw this infinite combo and just threw his computer out the window. Yeah, you guys remember that meme where, I think it was Ron Swanson that clicked on something and found out his like, home address is on the internet or something, and he just threw his computer in the trash can? I think that's what our opponent's doing right now. Computer in trash. I want to throw my computer in trash because of this rope thing. Like, okay, that was my mistake. My bad, guys. Alright, let's talk about Avatar, because this set is insane. It's so powerful, and it's just like, this is 1 card. This is just 1 card. This 1 card broke the game. I can't believe that this is in standard. Look at this. This is unlimited. Unlimited. Just every time a creature you control dies, you Earthbend. That's, wow. Okay, GG. Alright, our opponent is Samwai. The virtuous Samwai. How virtuous is he? Well, we're gonna find out with our funky deck. How's it going? How you doing? We got a Badgermole Cub, and they are playing blue, so we might be able to get somewhere with this. Why not? I'll play life. They got blue in starting town. I mean, they're probably counting this, right? No more lies. Yeah, they'll probably counter everything we have. This is normal. It's a normal play for a normal game. And 1 target creature or stuff. He didn't airbang. I don't understand this at all. Shoot him for 1. Why didn't he airbang my spell? What was his reasoning? Okay, he's gonna fly over and attack me. Ouchie, ouchie. Would he counter the Badgermole? He didn't counter the Badgermole. Play the Llanowar Elf. See if he counters that. He didn't counter that either. Alright. We'll get the Dredgers inside out then. Ooh, Beifong. Well, now if he taps out, he just dies. Fun. Flood Pit Drowner. On my elf? Alright. I guess that's something. Do I let my Badgermole die? I get 2 mana next turn. I don't really want to lose my Badgermole, right? I can take this damage. 5 mana, 1 land. What's his plan here? I don't know. Okay, I could play this. I could play this and the Zealot, but it does not work because I sacrifice a land. It won't get me anywhere. And then a non-land creature you control dies. I get an Earthbend. If this gets countered, I won't be able to get anywhere with this. I still think I do it. There was no counter spell. But it only adds an additional green. When you sack a permanent. No, I don't want to sack a permanent. I have a lot of Surveil going. That being said, I don't know. Airbend up to 1 target creature. Airbend's Beifong. Put a quest counter at the beginning of step. This creature has 4 more. Airbend's my Beifong, which means I can play it for 2. I don't think that helps him. Alright. We'll go to my turn. Yeah, I don't think this helps him, so we'll put a Beifong back out, and then we'll play a Bloodghast. And here we go. Now we... Let's tap this for mana first. Black-green. We'll activate this. Sack this. Mill 2, please. And now, we begin the train. Oh, that's 2. Got this. We will... Okay, first mill 2. Then we put it on the Festering Gulch. Yeah, I can mill my own deck. I think it's fine. We sack the Mosh. It's gonna come back. You mill 2. Take action. I gain a life. Take action. I gain another life. You mill 2 more. GG. Infinite in the tank, Sam Y. All your counter spells are no match. Alright, our opponent is Gigantot. Gigantot? Gigantot. Opponent goes first. Alright, well, we got the Overlord, so I still keep, but opponent going first is not very happy. Not a very happy fun time for me. How is it going? Okay. They're just gonna go directly into a Reanimator deck. And they kept. And I don't have elves, so everything's going wrong a little bit right now, so I can hope that I get the rest, right? It's gonna be a while. I mean, after Badgermole, oh, never mind. I was gonna say, after Badgermole, I might just get it done. But if they start countering our stuff, Overlord, I can take the Zealot back. I'm like 1 card away from the combo. Well, the combo that doesn't do anything. Does it not? Okay, so I want to Badgermole, Earthbend this land, and then with that land I can play Dredger's Insight. And I can bring back probably the Llanowar Elf, maybe the Beifong. I mean, I don't get haste anyways. Maybe I just take the Overlord. Mill 4 more. Badgermole Cub is such a good card, but if he gets these reanimation targets, I still don't think I get there. Like if he hits Zombify, and put 5 cards. Okay, mill 3 card. There's no exile this enchantment. Put 5 cards. Okay, that's nothing. Cura's scary, but how scary is he? And the rope comes. Our opponent's thinking. I guess instead of Dredger's Inside, I could have played the Zealot there. What is Zealot force? Like a reaction? Yeah, I don't know. Zealot's not bad, right? But next turn I have 5 mana. So it's probably Zealot plus Sephiroth. Maybe it's Zealot plus Overlord, but then I waste a mana. So if I draw a 1-drop here, he plays the land, he's going to zombify the Cura. And if you want to do that, you do that. Kavaros into a Cura or Overlord. It's not as scary. By itself, it's not as scary. But it gets scarier as time goes on, right? Alright, you can return Cura or Terror. And I will have a turn. Maybe. It's hard to say. I don't have any kill spells, and our opponent did hit their stride. If I had the Zealot out there, I would not have milled 4. Right? So I would have Zealot if I... Yeah, it's hard to say. So I guess this turn I am Overlord plus Zealot here. Or am I Sephiroth plus Zealot here? I don't have the main card in the graveyard, and I want to... And I need to get the main card in the graveyard. So I guess it's this. I didn't get it. I didn't get the main card I need in the graveyard. So now I have no way to mill or surveil. Except for killing all my lands. Okay, I mean, I can surveil pretty deep into the deck if I get him... If he gives me a turn. But if I lose this turn, I don't think I... Well, I could still lose this turn. I don't think I would, but it's possible. And if he just makes me return my entire graveyard, I got a few things going. In fact, I can sack everything. Is he attacking? He is attacking. Alright, he's gonna get Kavaros. So if he's gonna cast Kavaros anyways, I'm not gonna block this. So he'll cast it for a terror, probably. Maybe cast it for another Overlord? No. Yura! Alright. He's mind bitten. Ah, that's a land. Okay, that's not very good. The black green, green green. Let's get Beifong going. All right, and then we Sephiroth here. Yeah, I think we Sephiroth here. Sack this to draw. Oh, there's our Bloodghast. I mean, it's a Bloodghast that I can't mill. I wish I surveilled first, huh? Now it's kind of awkward. So this land is not gonna work. I could turn this into a creature. I don't need that. Because then we sack this creature. gonna sack our own Badgermole Cub. Insane. Nope. I did turn this around, so I think we're just gonna not attack and see what he does. Barrels into... Oh, he's got a bringer? He's going to do the bringer. Alright. I'm going to sack my Beifong Hunter. I will turn this into a land. We'll sack... Oh, we can start sacking our lands. They're gonna die. Llanowar Elves can go. We'll sack this. I should have sacked Sephiroth first. I could have gotten another land. Would have been another trigger. Oh, there's Bloodghast. Can't sack itself, right? Okay, so it dies. All my creatures come back. I choose one Sephiroth. That's like 3 depth triggers. He's gonna deal damage to me. But I got a response. Like 3 sack outlets, and then more triggers. So first we'll Earthbend this little guy, then we'll Earthbend this little guy, then we'll Earthbend this little guy. We'll Earthbend all of our lands. Let's go. We can sack a creature. So let's sack one of our lands. We got a lot of lands. Ah, GG. Ha! I mean, he bringered himself to death. Fun. Alright, our opponent is the Revenchis. Where's I? One goes first. Alright, well... Shoot. Okay, he's got a scavenger. Take our stuff out. We will try our best. I mean, with the Badgermole Cub, I can get 2 mana, but the 2 mana won't get me the land that I need. That's the hard part, right? Because the land swamp was gonna be not gonna have haste. Maybe he just kills my lands anyways, then I won't have to bother. Oh, no, 0/0 creature with haste, so it does get that. Alright. Very scary. No blocks. Very scary attack, right off the bat. Alright, we got some mana going, but it's not great, right? They still have Shelter by Ghosts, which will take everything out of our... There it is. Alright, what does he shelter, though? That is important. Shelter the Zealot. Alright, interesting. Can't sack itself. But I get so much mana because of this. Yeah, you do it. Lots of damage. Where at now? Okay, so we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 is not 7, so I could Bloodghast. Then I don't have another black mana. Oh boy, I only have 2 black mana. Then I can't Bloodghast. Right? So does it return? There's return to the battlefield tapped, so I cannot Bloodghast. But I can tap this for black like this. That means I want to Sephiroth and probably sack my Wastewood Verge here. Just to get that mana back. Alright, and then I can cash in the Zealot. Then we can play a Llanowar Elves for a Chumpy. And I don't think I'm blocking with them. So. It's a minimum amount. I mean, I am 1 card away from comboing off. That's pretty nice. That being said, though, like if I do draw it, can I actually combo? Because I need 6 mana to play both cards, right? And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's not 6. I gotta keep this Llanowar Elf. That would make it 6. Yeah. That is 2. Exactly, you count that. 2 Shelter by Ghost. I don't stand a chance if they draw 2 Shelter by Ghost. I have another Badgermole Cub. That's not gonna do anything. No, don't tap my black mana. Let's turn this into a land. Or into a... Watchmajigger. What? Oh, that's a green, yeah. I can't cast this for anything. Let's sack the Bloodghast. I draw a card. 3rd Sephiroth. I needed that. I don't think I had enough Sephiroth there. I needed to draw another Sephiroth. I had a land, huh? I was just chilling. Manifold Mouse. Oh, I'm gonna lose to this deck. That feels bad. That honestly feels bad. So we Sephiroth attack, sack our land. But this land is 2 mana. So is this 2 mana. Sack a Badgermole Cub? That doesn't do anything. Just regular block. Saffron. Keep this new one. Sack the Bloodghast. Draw the Beifong Hunters. Can Beifong bring us home? It's gonna be hard to get past the scavenger. We gotta do some jumps. Overlord. Ah, I guess we do the Overlord first. It is 9 damage, huh? I mean, I can take 2 damage to play the elf. That's not too bad. Right? Play this first. Then we'll take 2 damage, play the elf, which will give us 2 Bloodghast. Take. Action. Play the elf. It will be a chunk blocker. And then we can attack for 3. Just to sack one of the Bloodghast. Earthbend one of these lands. We just gotta survive next turn. I'm at 6. That's not easy to survive. Scavenger? Alright, he's got 1 red mana. We might be able to survive this. Crazy, crazy game. Double strike. Alright. Not attacking. Just a 2-2. That can't be right. Just a 2-2? Alright. Let me Earthbend another card. Let me Earthbend another card. Can I get another land? Another land? Oh, I should have played a Zealot first. Sack the Bloodghast. Alright, let's go. We will show him what's up. Time to mill everything. Sack the Bloodghast. First ban another land. Yay! Just mill everything, it's fine. Alright, we can sack the land then. We'll come back. Surveil, go away. Sack the Bloodghast. Earthbend this land. Go away. Alright, now we can play the Sephiroth. We can sack the Bloodghast. This should drain faster. That's the only reason why I did it. Alright, we still win. Take that. Earthbend the last land. You wanted to play your stupid mouse deck? I'll show ye. Sack that land. Bloodghast comes back. Yes. Yes. Know that. Sack one of these. Earthbend. You know what? I'm gonna Earthbend the same way. Yeah, sure, why not? Now we sack this Bloodghast. Earthbend. Do the same way. I'll keep this an old one. But there's 2 triggers on the stack. Oh, you were at 30. What happened? Yeah, Dredger's inside can go too. How many? 29 cards. Let's see, who's going to run out first? I mean, I could just not mill anymore, but it's more fun this way. Big action. Big action. You know what? Okay, fine. I won't mill anymore. I don't really need to have more than 2 Bloodghasts. I really only needed 1 Bloodghast. Sack the 2 Bloodghasts. Make this super big. Then I can sack one of these lands. Let's sack the Multiversal Passage. Let's make it green. It can only enter tap, but it's fine. I'm at 28, is at 12. Every creature I sack, you lose 2 life, so it should be a lot quicker now. Sack another Bloodghast. Take 2. Put it on the first. These don't even have trample. sack the Multiversal Passage. It'll come back as green. Or, you know, I can make it red. Whatever. It's just going to come when they happen. Take Bloodghast. Take Bloodghast. Bloodghast is not a fair card either, honestly. This is like an infinite sack outlet. Sack. Take 2. Earthbend. This Verge again. Sack this Bloodghast. Put it on this. Take 2 more, and you're dead. Oh, I'm playing EDH. I'm at 40. GG, you stupid red deck. Get out of here. Welcome back, everyone. Now that you saw those Golgari Hunter games, how does this deck feel? This card is unfair. I cannot stress how unfair this Beifong Bounty Hunter card is. It's a 4-mana card that wins you the game on the spot, basically, at an infinite chain. Of course, it does get got by Graveyard Hate, but very specific Graveyard Hate, as you saw in that game against Control, right? If it's not a Rest in Peace, we can still get around and win the game. But if it's Rest in Peace, it does get got. This deck gets got if it's Rest in Peace, but no one's running that, and that's what makes it unfair. I just can't imagine a standard where every deck has to run Rest in Peace in order for it to be competitive, but it kind of is leaning towards that. So much Graveyard Synergy, so many dice triggers, so many decks just require you to have a direct targeted Graveyard Hate as soon as possible. And so, yeah, this deck, I just think it's so strong. I don't think it's ban worthy yet. They didn't ban Vivi for the longest time. I don't know if they're going to try to ban Hunter as soon as it comes out, but I think it's potentially on the watch list because it's just such a threatening combo. And with Badgermole allowing us to ramp this quickly and so many, mill cards, self-mill cards that put so many cards in the graveyard, this is indeed a potential turn 3 win, right? So you can turn 1, Llanowar Elves. You can turn 2, play maybe Dredgers inside or not Badgermole Cub, Dredgers inside or Overlord the Balmerk, right? And if you have an extra mana because of Llanowar Elves, maybe you play a Scavenger's Talon. And so turn 3, if you happen to mill Umbral Collar Zealot and the Beifong Hunter as well as a Bloodghast, you can just Foggy Swamp 2 creatures into play. If you have 2 Llanowar Elves, you can Foggy Swamp 2 creatures into play, and those 2 creatures could be the Zealot and the Beifong Hunter, and then you can just start chaining the Bloodghast. It is an ideal scenario, but you can win on turn 3. That's how insane it is. And you saw in all those games, right? We didn't win on turn 3, but we definitely did win. And that is really all that matters. This is a very strong deck. That's what I got for you today. Thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you guys next time.